Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I have my what solds from overnight. We had 4 sales last night going out the door, 1 from Poshmark, so Poshmark is coming back to life, but honestly, I'm giving it a little bit more love these days, putting a bunch of items on there and seeing hopefully how that goes. So only 2 sales this week though on Poshmark, so we're just this morning I was going, getting stuff listed. So hopefully we're gonna see the sales go up. A lot of bread and butter, a lot of my brands that I love to sell. I typically take my items out of the package before to show everybody, but apparently I did not do that. This is Nike, Cowl, C-O-W-L, neck hoodie. Ooh, I see a mark. Oh, I think it's just on the outside of it. I like to pick up these kind of Nike hoodies. I usually run them through first with my daughter. If she's like, no, I don't want that color, or then it ends up on eBay. They're not always the fastest sellers, but they do sell good. You know, Nike, bread and butter brand. Did this one ended up on my bread and butter brand? I'm not really sure. I think it did. I know I asked a poll last week to see, you know, if Nike was one of the brands that everybody sold like as a bread and butter brand. Really, I pick it up when I can find it for a good deal, a good size. Plus size is always a plus. This was a large, so and it's black. It's really cute. I do sell a lot of Nike dry fit men's like sweatpants. So if you come across those are typically a really good item to pick up if you can get it for a really good price. And I found all the sizes typically are selling good. I might have also mentioned this before. I like to pick up, my son is 10, and if I find Nike boys shirts for him, and or just in general when I'm at yard sales, Nike long sleeve boys tops typically sell good for me. And always a good thing to remember too about if you're going to sell some kids stuff, it is good to lot them together. A lot of parents, a lot of moms, I'm one of them. If I can get something that, you know, comes in a 2-pack, if I can get 2 pairs of shorts, I'm definitely going to look into that deal for sure, because typically when I'm looking for my son, I'm looking for at least 2 pairs. Also, another thing is I have a lot of luck in the summer. If you have young kids, typically boys, I have boy-girl twins. And so I have had trouble since they were born. It was always super cute stuff for girls and like not as cute for boys. So I luck out almost every summer at yard sales. I think a season ahead. I think of the winter. I love picking him up Under Armour stuff at garage sales. So, you know, just think ahead. Most moms probably do, but you know, just another way to put it out there, save a little money. This was the Poshmark sale. Yes. Oops. And so I got it all in the bag here, and I was about to put it in my regular eBay mailers, but for Poshmark, we use the Tyvek mailers. So this sold, I think this was an offer from someone that I received last night. It sold for $20. I had it listed for $25 on Poshmark. My estimated profit will be around $15. So I don't know if you really need to do this, but I've mentioned this before. I don't know. Did they run out of money at the post office? Like, why does this not go all the way to the end? And it drives me nuts because I feel like if it got stuck on something, it would maybe rip open. So I get an eBay tape from eBay. They do, if you have a basic store and up stores, basic, I think there's Anchor, Premium. Here we go. I purchase with my coupon. Every quarter they put the coupon out, and you get about $25 for the eBay shipping supplies. I typically get the tape because I'm always using tape for something. And with these mailers, I typically do this you probably don't have to. You could probably just, I don't know. And something else that I've always done, I'll show you guys, and maybe you've seen me do it before, is, and this is just, in particular with this item, or with this, is I like to do an extra, like, sense of security. I'm gonna cover it up, like the address and things, but I put it over the label here. I put the, I'm sorry, I put it over the seal of the bag just for a little extra security so it'll get there. I don't know, I've always done that. I really like that because it's just, you know, it's so sticky, these little labels on the back, so it gives it a little extra security on its way to its destination. You know, who knows, you know, things get thrown around, and who knows. My son went to a sleepover over the weekend, and he came home and he said he was playing and they were roughhousing, and he caught his leg on a part of a couch and it ripped his sleep pants like this much. I couldn't believe it. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just telling you that because I'm thinking like, okay, the package could rip. Like, I don't know. May not even be the same thing, but it made me think of that. Just a little extra security, you know, things happen, things rip, you know, there we go. Oh, another good point to bring up too is I have in the past bought these with my coupon from eBay. These are like this one is not stealing anymore. Oh no, maybe it is. The only reason I don't always pick like these, like I have a supply of them, I don't always go through them too much, is when they're in my inventory, it's like a kind of a shadowy color. I prefer to have clear bags so I can see exactly what I'm getting ready to ship or what I'm looking for. So, but this is another option. They have a lot of options on there. Stickers, boxes, mailers. When I go on, there's always something different. I think they've had thank you cards. So definitely worth it if you have a subscription to check that out. So this is a Sachs bag. This bag I have had for a long time. It looks, in this video, I'm going to turn the color. Okay. It probably looks to you guys maybe like a gray tone, but it's really more of like a lavender. This bag has been hanging out. It's had watchers. It's had questions. I don't know. It's just like, and I do say, like, I try to be clear. Here's the sack, but then it also says it on the bottom. I try to like minimize the amount of questions I get for things, but you know, like yesterday, this person wanted to know how big this outside pocket was, and I'm like, so I felt through and he measured all the way to the bottom here, and then I sent her a picture. I love the fact that you can do everything from your iPhone. She asked me about that. I was able to just set it on my workspace, take a quick picture with the measurements, and she ended up purchasing the item, which doesn't always happen. I feel like when somebody asks a question, like sometimes like 75% of the time they don't buy it, but this buyer did. So we are good, really cute. This color is perfect for spring. So yeah, like some of the questions I got was like, is the strap canvas, like canvas? Yeah. You know, adjustable, things I forgot to put in the listing, but is worth it. Like the bag is leather, the strap is canvas. Probably should disclose that. Next time I will do that. And so I'm going to put it in the eBay bag that I got with my coupon. Put it right back in here. Off it goes. I'm really happy to see this guy go because he has been here, whatever, the bag in general, has been here a while. So, okay, this sold for $15. I got this at a church sale. My estimated profit, $10.90. Okay. In the mailer it goes. So again, these aren't my favorite, but maybe if you have a different inventory system and you don't mind, I really don't like these guys. If you don't mind having it you know, not, if your inventory system is different where you can have it and you don't have to see like exactly what it is right away, then they work good. Or just to have an extra supply around. I've shown them before. Let me see. I will grab it. And I'm back. Typically, I just like to refresh with these. Typically, I like shipping like coats, big sweaters, and things in these. They're super large. Wait, I'll tell you exactly. They're 2.5 gallon, super fresh. I get these at the Dollar Tree. You get about 6 of them for $1.25. I find that it fits most jackets, sweaters, vests, anything you need to ship that's bigger items. I just keep these in stock. I like the fact that I can see what I'm shipping from those. So those are my favorite, and I get them at Dollar Tree. So, okay. Next. So all of the, so there we had the 1 sale Posh and 3 on eBay. Next up is this Lori, I'm gonna mess up your name. Lori Goldstein. Here, I'll show you. When I first started doing or picking up thrifted clothes, I picked this up quite a bit. I feel like, does she sell her stuff on eBay? Or I'm sorry, not eBay. QVC, maybe, or it could be Kohl's. I'm not sure. This has a really unique pattern to it, or nice, very bohemian. I put that in the listing. Would you say cottage core? Yeah, I don't know, all those things. Really cute. I don't typically, I have really scaled back on picking up her items because they take a while to sell. I do get watchers on them, but like I said, unless I can pick this up for a really good price, more than likely I'm leaving it behind. I would pick it up at a church sale. It just takes a while to sell. It sells, but it takes a while. So this sold for $13. My estimated profit after cost of goods, fees, all that jazz is $10.46. So yeah. You know, I think everything's a little bit of like your own discretion and what, you know, you value your time at versus, you know, just what kind of room you have. Everything's really up to you with, you know, I pick a lot of my items is style based and what I think is cute and what'll sell quickly. And we really have come more, isn't this adorable? I just have to show it. Da, da, da. Thank you note. I think it really all just depends. I've been focusing more on picking up things that are cute. Doesn't necessarily have to have a label in it. I'm gonna try to do that more this this season of rummage sales and yard sales because you know, people are looking for style-based pieces, staple pieces in their wardrobe. But I also, you know, I love my bread and butter brands too. But I'd like to get more into picking up items more based on just their style, and not the brand as much. So, and speaking of that, I was thinking like, I've seen, I think maybe it was like Ginger Marvin has posted quite a bit about, she picks up a lot of, maybe not a lot, but when she's at the bins, she picks up George brand, and is it like Time and True, and it does sell. And I really do stay clear of those brands from Walmart. I really try, but when you're getting them at the bins and you're getting them at such a good price, you know, I can definitely see where I understand why she would get something like that. And I'm not saying I wouldn't pick up those brands unless I got a super good deal on them, and there can be some unique stuff. I would probably honestly put those brands on my list of not, like I'm not looking for it, because I just feel like I've found in the past when I've sold those brands, I hang on to them a lot longer than I would like to. So, okay. All right, our last one here. This is fun. This must, so I had to think because I had down the cost of goods. Let me zip this up. I had down the cost of goods for this was 25 cents, and I had to think where this came from. And then it dawned on me that it came from, the sale, the Eddie Bauer sale, This House by Me. And if you're a longtime viewer, you get to hear all my stories multiple times, and I appreciate that. Thank you for listening to me. Eddie Bauer. So, a house around where I live, I like to say this woman bought everything that Eddie Bauer ever had in every color. And you guys know I love selling Eddie Bauer. And she gave me some good deals on, I said, can I make a pile? Can we come to a deal? And she said yes. So this Eddie Bauer jacket, it's like a utility, I don't know what's going on with the arms here. Oh, okay, they're buttoned up. Really cute, cost me $1. And yesterday I think this one was just bought outright yesterday. So this sold for $20.30. My estimated profit after cost of good, fees, and everything, $13. I'll take it. Did take about a year to sell. You know, it's cute. Why didn't I keep this? Here I am like, oh, does anybody else do that? If you are a reseller, do you like sell something and then you're like, oh wait, why didn't I keep that for me? Like I say, I'm gonna put it in a different bag. See, sometimes for storing, like I put bag P and then I take it off. Sometimes these bags, it's got little holes in it now. I don't know what happened there. So I'll get out another bag. Sometimes I'm selling stuff and I really want it. I'm like, oh, but then I must have like at the time been like, okay, no, you just sell it. You gotta sell it. You bought it to sell it. You don't need to keep everything. I want to keep it all. And that's what's fun. That's what's fun about this business for me is I love picking up items that I think other people will love as well. So you can and if you can do something that you love to do, like I love to resell, and I turned it, you know, I used to love doing garage sales with my mom, and we would just, and clothing, she would have all this clothing. She would save all of our clothes each year, and it was like, I don't know, we just made $600-700 in one Saturday. And now I feel like I'm living my dream of doing, it's like the never-ending yard sale online, like every day. Every day it's a yard sale. And there's just so many people it reaches. So this is the fun stuff for sure. This is, oh, I just think that looks really cute. Okay, so I told you what it cost, and so that's the thing. I like to pick up these brands that, I mean, my cost of goods, as you can see, is very low for everything I buy. And that takes time if you're just kind of learning and you're not sure, you know, like I know when I was getting started with doing these kind of, you know, starting to look, I picked it all up. I'm like, I know that brand, that'll sell. And, you know, over time you learn, well, you might hang on to that brand for a while, or sometimes I get tempted with the new with tags thing. Like I'm walking around and, oh, new with tags. Oh, it's only $2. I should buy that. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't. So you just, you know, you learn over time what is selling good in your store. I'm curious today to ask, what else do you guys sell? Leave it in the comments because I want to know, like, at some point within the next year, I'd like to get into something maybe a little different, add something to my store, maybe hard goods. What else do I see a lot of? I watch the Homeschool Picker. I used to watch her years ago, and I got back into her recently, and gosh, that is so fun. I feel like if you know that stuff, she just picks up like little chickens and nesting dolls and little plates and stuff. Like I was always a little bit afraid to sell breakables because obviously like I didn't want it to break, and that's why I steered towards doing clothing because, you know, if the postmaster throws it in the bin, it's a clothes, it's a jacket, it's fine. So yeah, just curious what you guys do. I've seen a lot of people too, like perfumes. I'm like, that's interesting. So what else do you guys sell? What works for you? Do you sell a variety of items, or do you stick to one, what do they say, niche, like clothing, or maybe you just do shoes, or you're just doing hard goods? Let me know. Yeah. And is this your primo time of year to find things for reasonable prices? Or yeah, I'm just curious what everybody sells and what works for you all. So, okay, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. I put out about 2 to 5 videos a week, all about thrifting, what's selling, educational videos. I will take you along with me in some videos now. If you saw my fancy glasses, those are fun. I'm really getting into those. So look for another video this week using those. Hopefully I'll have another what sold video this week. So I appreciate you all. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, like this video, send it to a friend, help them learn about reselling. We're in this together. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Happy thrifting, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.